We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. On the Bills sideline is Sean McDermott. His guys ready to get this one going. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. These guys also found in their opener a week ago, so we got a couple of teams here desperately trying to avoid that 0-2 start. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver? We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again on first down. Cook able to escape. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's second down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try the middle with Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Fields. Now he's going to step, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Joey Bosa. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. third down. Here's Hall. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 20-yard line.
Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Sanders in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, nothing else. They were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line, but not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Bills had 0-1 of the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams.
Josh Palmer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on third down, usually you'd think fourth down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on third. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's Hall again. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. From the gun, here's Fields. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That's good for a Bills 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Buffalo.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The first carry now. This is Johnson. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here. at their own 40-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so a great starting field position following the interception. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw is Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On play action, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a gain of 20.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10.
Motion man left is Lazard. Hall on a give up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Fields. He'll get this to Lazard. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence. defense, you don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Straight ahead is Hall. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
To the left side, he's got the tight end Taylor.
So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here are the Bills to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
115 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard
On play action, Allen. And it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamie and Sherwood.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on a crossing route.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because is, even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Allen. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.